Welcome everybody. John here in the Algo live trading room. As far as even on our main trading room, we're going to go over a few things in this brief video. What are the mechanics of a great trade signal? Well, this is our Algo. All these trades that I've been sharing with you in these YouTube videos are based on our live trading room, the Algo Optimizer 17 program. So let's go into format strategies. What the hell is the Algo 17 program? Virtually, this is a program we built for our own strategy development for J-Person Asset Management, and it was designed to give us best optimization of best time to trade the market, select trading hours in the market, especially for futures. It also helped create a position sizing model. We have 3 different models based on equity size, based on risk, based on stagnant lot size. Max trade loss, max profit targets can be optimized out. Strategy, trailing stop functions, whether we take buy signals, risk reward ratios, and whether we only want to take sell with different risk reward ratios and trail the stops. Reverse signals, meaning if you get in a short and if you get a new fresh buy signal, it'll reverse out, right? We're not taking high and low close dojis, and that's another lesson for another day, even though it's one of the most powerful buy and sell signals there exists. Well, I'll cut to the chase. Why doesn't this little 5-minute model take high and low close dojis? Look at the chart in front of you. Almost every bar chart will turn it on to a candle. Literally, almost every candle, every other candle, even in the night session, the day session, overnight action, almost every little candle represents a doji. So therefore, it doesn't give us clear-cut analysis of a high and low close doji. So the rule is, I only trust high and low close doji signals where dojis don't exist. When you have a multitude of dojis, you can't trust them. Therefore, we eliminate that, and that's what the optimization function helps us with. Now, here at Person's Planet, we've developed multiple new modernized indicators. We don't come out with an indicator every day of the week and try to sell a new mousetrap. Basically, all I'm doing is I'm modernizing old techniques. Pivots, for example. Momentum indicator, number 2. Number 3, relative strength with the PMC indicator. And number 4, this volume tool, which is a highly efficient volume momentum indicator, and it, instead of taking terms of volume changes, it does it in percent changes, and it helps filter out false buy and sell or trends of volume in the market. Many of you have seen over the last decade and a half where I've done lessons for Thinkorswim, for the Traders Expos, where I've come in and helped teach people the better volume tool, which was on balance volume. Well, quite frankly, it's kind of lost its effectiveness, but this is a volume indicator that this is what helps us to make better trade decisions and the mechanics of a trade setup. So in the live trading room, this is a buy. When we get a buy with a positive shift in momentum, that's a bottom line great signal. Look at the momentum histogram, these green bars, they're declining. Well, that tells us, thank God, our Algo Optimizer took a profit on this trade and it reversed out. And there's the reversal. Now, this morning I was giving a live trade lesson on this exact sell signal. We were getting in and I said, guys, this is a fantastic short in the market. And this is the mechanics of what I wanted to share with you. A, the momentum of volume was declining. We had a zero line histogram decay, which is a trigger of defining moment of reversal, meaning that the sell signal was valid because the volume shift was going from buyers to sellers. Next, as we closed below the dotted white line, that's a last conditional change. That is a specific indication or an observation that I wrote about in a book 15 years ago, the last conditional change LCC. And that came out of this book. So a lot of stuff that people read in this book 15 years ago that maybe they didn't find or it skipped over it, I would say go get that book and reread it, because you're looking at a system in front of you that has developed thousands of dollars of profits today, and I'll share that with you in just a minute, as well as yesterday it has done an amazing job in detecting market trends and execution. And that's what a good algo strategy is all about. And that's why I wanted to do this quick video with you to show you if you're in need of help, if you think that you need improvement. Look at this dynamics of the trade setup. It goes short. Why do we go look for a good setup here? It's against pivot. This blue line is the pivot. It failed. It closed less than the last conditional change. So it scales out of half the trade. It's short from 29 and a quarter, and it gets out of half the trade at around 24 and 3/4. And the next thing you know, it trails the stop. And here's the neat thing. It has an emergency trailing stop once it hits the profit target, which is that blue line. And then as the market goes down, you see these yellow lines. Those are the new last conditional changes. And what happens? New stop is this red line. And then another thing is new stop is this red line. And then it reverses and gets out on a long position. So the dynamics of the trade, which was really awesome because it gets short when there's momentum of volume declining. And what's really neat is it gets out of the trade as there is what? A change of venue of momentum. Now, this had a specific risk. It's done, and the market has thus done not a whole lot. But we literally captured pretty much 95% of the trading range today in the Algo Optimizer program. And the mechanics of this setup was based on helping define volume trends. Now, let's take this a step further and give you a quick review, and I'll scroll back to show you yesterday's performance and trades. So there's a situation that developed, same thing. Volume trend is weakening, gets short. Volume trend's improving, gets long. Volume trend's disimproving or getting weaker, it goes short. It gets out. Volume trend's weakening, strengthening, it gets in, it trails all the way up and it gets out. Now this goes short as volume trend after when Jerome Powell's talking, and look what it does. It goes short the market. Unfortunately, it got out of half the profit, nice, and unfortunate part is it trailing stopped. The market zinged right back up. And again, yes, the Algo Optimizer missed this profit yesterday. Why? We don't take trades after a certain point in time because the trading room isn't live. But that doesn't mean that individual retail traders can't have this program, learn to trade it, and use it efficiently for their order execution as well as market identification of trades. That's what this is all about. Next, let's take a quick look as I go into our current trade positions. And every time there's a trade generated here in our live trading room, people see what's going on. I've demonstrated this over and over and over again. You can clearly see that right now the Emini S&Ps, this is flat and it says flat. Our current position right now. By the way, the Barclays, who created the volatility exchange traded product or exchange traded note VXX, it expired. They changed it to VXXB. Today, May 2nd, they changed the symbiology back to VXX. So if you are looking for VXXB, they took it off. It's resymbolized at VXX. Keep that in mind. Now, our position in VXX, it has been long from yesterday Jerome Powell breakout. Our spider model, it is actually short from yesterday's Jerome Powell breakdown. Profit target came real close, which is this blue line, and the blue line in volatility is up there. What are we looking for a structural reversal? The big question is this the big kahuna sell-off in the market? Quite frankly, I don't think so. Why? Advanced decline is not deteriorating significantly to at least the information I have right now to determine that the major top is in of all times. That's number one. Number two, we haven't taken out last week's low in the market. None of the markets, none of the stock indexes have we taken out last week's lows. So until we take out and make consecutive series of lower highs, lower lows in the market, this could be just turning out to be a garden variety pullback in an ongoing breakout bull market. That's my stance right now. But that doesn't mean I can't take two-sided counter trend trades, especially in the Emini S&Ps like we did today. Beautiful day, by the way. Big money day. Now, let me point out what I would be watchful for, and this may be helpful to you watching this video. The VXX, when it generates a trade, a short, and this volume, our specialized volume indicator, starts to roll over and crosses over and gives us a zero line breakdown, that's the condition that I would be watchful for a breakdown in volatility and a new surge upside in the S&Ps. So that's number one. Number two, let's go and look at this advanced decline kind of study. So first and foremost, here's what I was referencing on the weekly charts. We have not, again, the week's not over, so it's only Thursday. So we have to be watchful. Is this a major top? Some people think it's a triple top, but quite frankly, if it was a triple top, I think we would show divergence in the breadth or the advanced decline. I think volume would not be as strong. We've lost positive momentum of volume, so I'm a little concerned about that. But you know what? If we reset the volume and it comes back up and starts to shoot up, this could be a massive breakout in the market that we have to still look at. I'm not smoking crack. I'm just telling you, this is a market dynamics that they did a massive dump and then a recovery. And are we going to go higher? Could we go higher? Look at any chart in the technology sector, Microsoft, et cetera, they had amazing, Adobe, incredible breakouts. Is it possible we could get that too? Sure it is. But let's be realistic. If the advanced decline is breaking out, which it did, it signifies that we should see higher equity prices sometime in the near future. So should we see a pause in the market? Possibly. And that's why I'd have to say, first and foremost, we have a buy signal. I don't even have one of these sell signals here. Where's the sell signal? Doesn't exist. So how can I get bearish when I don't even have a sell signal? How do I get bearish when the market is what? Forming higher highs and higher lows. Technically, I can't get bearish the market. So that's the number one point. So I have two things. A, price is not making lower high, lower low. B, advanced decline is still rising to new highs. So therefore, that's the weekly analysis, and I have to wait till Friday for new weekly analysis. Here's the daily chart. Yeah, we generated a PPS sell signal, and the day's not over. I'm doing this report to you, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Bottom line, we're coming into support. So after a strong uptrend, you get a little pullback. Maybe we get a reset and we go up. The advanced decline, it's 242 versus 257 at mid-session. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's neutral, not negative. So while the S&Ps are down only 0.4% today, and you can see that right here, the SPY's up down 0.42%, the breadth of the market is not expressly negative, it's neutral. So therefore, this market still has a shot at upside. You know what else has a big, strong shot at the upside? Russell, the IWM. And we've been stalking that market for quite some time if you've been watching these videos. And if you take a look at it, we are higher than the open right now in the Russell, the IWM. How negative can that be when we don't have follow through? If today we close greater than the open, it does not give me confidence to want to be short this. In fact, there's a lot of upside in this market, and the Russell, which could play catch up, not mustard, but catch up to the other bigger named equity indexes like the Qs, which did break out to, again, it took out its old highs. The advanced decline took out its old highs. Volume was not great, but I'm trying to give you guys real testifiable evidence as to the condition of the market and where we should be in. Should you be buying puts for the ages and saying the big kahuna crash is coming? You know, I don't have that evidence yet. Let's take out, at least generate a weekly sell signal and then start to form, maybe as they say, tops take longer to form than bottoms. So I don't really have that. And maybe we are just going through a massive sector rotational correction. So with that said, what sectors do I need to focus in on? First sector is biotech. Second sector, regional banks. And the third final sector, oil and gas, XOP. If we see liftoff above those three names, those three sectors, then watch for a key reversal in IWM. That's it I have for you guys today. That's I wanted to go through what are the mechanics of a good structured trade, and I think we nail it in this live trading room, allowing our clients to use and piggyback off the Algo 17 optimizer. Again, If you haven't been a part of our live trading room, I don't know why you're not, because we give everyone quality insight every single day, along with watching live trades as they're unfolding with the execution of the entries, the stops, the trailing mechanism. This is going to be fun for you. It's going to take a lot of the anxiety out of trading, especially as we move forward in an exciting period of the second quarter. So keep watching, and again, we invite you to join us here at Person's Planet. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thank you.